rollover images to our junkie folder, we're going to go back over to Dreamweaver. We're going to go ahead and open up the folder by clicking our window and just typing in the folder name. So we have junkie, and it's going to open that up, images. Alright, so now it has the button about, it has all the same exact names that we already have on here. If we try to quickly drag these in and throw them in there, it's actually going to override them, and we don't want that. We want them to be rollovers, so they're both there at the same time. So we're going to go in and call these something different. We'll put a RO at the end of each of these for rollover, and that helps you organize it as well as creating separate images. Rollover. Same thing with the footer buttons. We're going to call those rollovers as well. Rollover. The reason we created a whole separate folder for this is because we're going to delete all this stuff after we copy over what we want into our project. Okay, so now that we have all the buttons that we want with the rollovers, we're going to hold down the control button to select them all. So we're going to click, left click, left click, left click, left click, music, images, demo, contract, and about. Let's go ahead and right click now, and we're going to go ahead and just cut all these images. Now we want to go back to our desktop and find the website folder that we created, and again mine was tut site, and go back into that images folder, right click, and then paste. So now we have the button about, and then right next to it you'll see a little bit brighter is the rollover image. So about rollover, it's just a good way to organize them all. Now that we have everything all organized in our touch site folder, we can go ahead and X out of this, and you'll see all of our images are right over here, including the rollover images. Actually, I'll probably need to refresh. There they are. So in order to not deal with any HTML, we're just going to simply left click on this, go to Insert, Image Objects, Rollover Image. We're not going to give it an image name or anything like that right now. And again, you can add alternate text, and you can actually add the links directly from here, so you have absolutely no HTML to deal with. But for now, all we're going to do is create links that are basically dummy links. They don't go anywhere. It just gives you the layout that you need. So go ahead and go to Browse, and the first one we're going to find is the About. Alright, and that's the original image. The rollover image is going to be what displays when you roll over the button. So if you left click Browse for that, and let's find the button about RO for button about rollover. Alright, we're not going to deal with the alternate text like I said, or the image name. Just keep everything else default, and go ahead and left click OK. You'll see it puts an about rollover image right next to the original, so all you have to do is highlight this one by left clicking it once and then hitting the delete button. You'll see the space. If you just click off of it, it'll put it right back to normal. So let's go check that out on the website right now. Go to Chrome, go ahead and save it, and you'll see the About button is already working. The other three have not been adjusted yet. We have the About button doing exactly what we want it to do, which is glowing when we hover over it and turning off when we go away. Great. What I will do now is finish up this top nav bar so that all of these will be glowing, and I'll show you how to do that. And I'll finish up by doing just a couple of these, and then I'll do the rest off screen, and you'll pretty much get the hang of it, I'm sure, after we finish, especially the top nav bar. Again, we'll go to Contact, Insert, Image Objects, Rollover Image, Browse. Make sure you're in the Images folder of the Tut Site 4. Now we're looking for Contact. Right next to it's the rollover, so go ahead and click Contact first, the original image, rollover image, down for Contact rollover, click OK. Go ahead and delete the original contact that you had there. You can actually delete it first. We'll do that with demo if you want to do it this way. You can go ahead and delete the demo button as long as you remember which button goes here. Insert, Image Objects, Rollover Image. Scroll down until you find the word Demo. Alright, we have the button Demo. Button Demo Rollover. Click OK, and there it is. It puts it in just the same way. Images. Go ahead and delete, Insert, Image Objects, Rollover. There's our original. There's the rollover. Go ahead and click OK. And then finally music. Delete that. Image Objects. We're going to replace it with the music. There's the music, original, there's the button music rollover. Go ahead and click OK. Now let's go ahead and test that out in our Google Chrome. So click preview, go ahead and save. Now you see all the top nav buttons are working and they're all organized right next to each other. So we have those working. Finally, we want to do the footer buttons, and we don't have those quite yet. So I'll show you how to do those the exact same method that we use on the tops. So if you'll see the home button, all you have to do, delete that, insert, image objects, roll over image, scroll down until you see the FTR home, which is footer for home. There's our footer home, and then our footer home rollover image, which just brought up that little blue line, so you know you're hovering over it. Click OK on that. And I'll do this last one for you, and then I'll show you what the final product will look like. Let's see. Footer about. Footer about rollover. Alright. Go ahead and delete the first about. And I'll finish up these last four really quick, and then I'll get back. Alright, so I have finished putting the rest of the rollover images in the website. Now we'll just finally click on preview one last time. Preview in Chrome. Save changes indexed. Yeah, sure. And we have our completed splash page. So our about, our home, our contact demo, all these light up, and if you were to click on them, you'll see up here it puts a little pound sign. That just means it's a dummy link. It would normally go somewhere, but since it does not link to anywhere, it will not go anywhere. And all you have to do is add links to these pages. I'll show you really quick how to do that, and then we'll just end the tutorial by discussing what the code looks like. You got music and all that stuff. Okay, so if you wanted to add a separate page, let's say you have the about right here, all you would have to do is go down here where it says link. See where there's the little dummy link I'm talking about, but if we click on about, in order to add your own link, let's say you wanted to link to my YouTube page, all you would have to do is type that in. I went ahead and copied the HTML so it wouldn't be time consuming. So I hit Control V to paste that, so you'll see youtube.com/candlelit crime scene on my about button. All I would do is now file, just save all, and then we'll go to preview in Chrome. None of these buttons do anything still. If I click on the about page, however, it is going to bring me to my YouTube channel. So that's exactly what we wanted. That's great. That's exactly what we want to do. Okay, finally, we'll just take a quick peek at the code, and I'll show you what it did. We're in design view now in Dreamweaver Cs5. If you want to go check out the code, we'll click on that. What you'll see that it did, it looks semi-confusing, especially if you've never looked at code before, but all it did was add tables. So here's the main table, and then within that table there are table rows and then table columns or different cells, and it just automatically created all this code for us. And this little bit of JavaScript that it created was because of the image rollovers. It's preloading the image as soon as they get to the web page. Don't worry too much about that right now. As I said, in future tutorials, I will go over in detail how to actually clean this up so it's even more efficient on search engines such as Google. These are all different pictures that we had, the spacers, the blanks, all that kind of stuff. And that's it. That's all we've got right now. We have our little CSS that we've got. And we'll start talking about that in future tutorials. So for now, click on design. And that's it. That's going to be your finished website. Thank you guys very much for watching. Feel free to leave any video responses in the section located below this video. Comments are greatly appreciated. Feedback is always welcome. Any messages you guys want to send privately, I understand that as well. If you guys want to like this video, that always helps. And share it with anyone else that you feel would benefit. And again, I appreciate you guys sticking with it. And I hope to see you.